Good morning, Rampage family. Welcome back. Last game of the weekend for the boys. I'm going to preface this game by the fact that I have very, very little voice left after last night. So I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm probably going to be a lot less chatty this morning than I normally am. This morning's matchup against the Phoenix Junior Coyotes, the Desert Dogs, the Dirty Dingoes, the Wily Coyotes. Rampage boys over getting themselves pumped up. Hopefully they still got some energy and some fight left in them. I know last night's it was a tough loss on a really well-battled game, a well-played game, and yeah, I'm gonna say that some of the worst officiating I've seen in quite some time. But it is what it is. That's just excuses. No excuses for how we played at the start of this game. All right, out here to start period number one. Obviously, Zach Stahl in net. That one I know. Looks like we've got Drexel, Whittingham, Whitted, Bisley, and Wheeler to start period number one. We're back in the cold, small rink again, so my angles for the camera are not great. They're just what they are. Apparently we're ready to line up and puck drop, but the Coyotes are not. Anaheim Ducks did this last night too. Took their sweet time. Every face-off, every play, basically had a little mini timeout. All right, here we go. Rampage win the draw. Comes back to Bisley. He chips it off the boards on the near side. Turns around. And on a very quick whistle, the Coyotes are offside. Face-off's going to come back out to center. Coyotes win the draw, back into their own zone. They're going to send it to the far side. Chip it off the wall on the far side. They're in the Rampage zone with it. Bisley turns, sends it off the boards towards Drexel, bounces up, and now Drexel's going to kick it forward. A little back and forth. Drexel's going to dump it into the Coyotes zone. Puck is deep. Coyotes send it up on the far side wall, out of the zone with it. They skate through neutral into the Rampage zone, make a move to the outside. Wheeler puts a player down in the corner. And we have a penalty coming very early in the game. I'm going to see what the call is. 16:24 left in the first. Rampage are going to be on the penalty kill. Got a call for a trip, which is hilarious because it wasn't a trip. All right, we got Drexel, Whitted, Merrill, and Espirito out there to start the penalty kill. Rampage win the draw. Merrill's going to turn it over to the near side for Espirito. Espirito in the corner, flips it up and out, comes out to neutral zone. Coyotes send it across to the far side. Far side wall, they're into the zone. On the far wall, up to the point, across to the near side. Fed out to the far corner. Centering pass, shot taken, Stahl with a save. Coyotes in the low corner. Centering pass goes off a skate and ends up on the near wall. Drexel wins the puck battle. He's going to send it. That'll be icing. Nice takeaway by Drexel to clear. 117 on the PK, 15:41 in the period. Face off in the Rampage zone. On the ice, we've got Whittingham, Sarver, Bender, and Bisley. Tie it up. Rampage come up with it. They send it behind their net to the far side. Bender gets there. He's going to send it around the boards. Up, bounces over, and comes out of the zone. Coyotes skate to the near side. Send it to middle. Out to the far side wall. Up, they're into the zone with it. Bender turns, chips it off the wall, gets stuck, and now Whittingham sends it out of the zone. Coyotes send it off the near side. It's into the zone. Whittingham's going to chip it up and out. And it gets stuck right here in front of me. Coyotes are going to pick it up, skate to the far side. They're into the zone with it. They drop it to the point. Puck comes over the near side wall. Coyotes with it on the near side. They feed it up to the point. Cross to the other side. Keep it in the zone. Goes down the far wall. Coyotes pick it up, centering pass, shot taken, Stahl with the save. We have a whistle. I think the net must be off. Yep, net's off. 13 seconds left on the penalty, 14:36 in the first period. On the ice, Wilton, Rohosian, Merrill, and Huff. Coyotes win the draw. They send it up and out of their zone, have to come back for it. Coyotes to the near side wall, off the wall, skate through, they're into the zone, pick it up, shot taken, goes up and over the net. Rampage back at full strength. Puck deflects wide, ends up behind the net. Wilton's gets there, sends the puck up the boards, comes to Rohosian. He picks it up. He's going to skate out of the zone with it, takes the red line and dumps. He's going to give chase. Ian King is in there to tie things up in the corner. Puck behind the net. Wilton picks it up. Centering pass attempt, just takes a chip. Comes up to Rohosian at the point. He turns and fires. Puck is loose out front. Coyotes send it. I think it went off a skate and the ref held it up, so there will be no icing. Comes across to Rohosian. Rohosian sends it off the boards. Coyotes with the steal. They come back the other way. Make a move to the outside, take a shot, and goes up and over the net. Robert sends it up to Wilton. Wilton skating through, takes the red line. He's going to dump it in. Puck comes off the wall. Foster sends it back in, across to the far side. Puck down in the far side corner, in the Rampage zone. McManus is in there. Bender's in there. Coyotes pull it out of the pile. They send it up the wall to the point. Dump it back into the far corner. Puck goes off the side of the net. Now it gets sent over to the near side. Foster wrangles it in. He turns. He's going to skate with it. Foster makes a move to the outside. And the puck gets dumped into the Coyotes zone. I think the Rampage are offside. Right there in the area that I just can't see. Face off outside the Coyote zone. We've got Foster, McManus, Roberts, Bisley, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw. Bisley sends it up into the zone. Goaltender for Coyotes send it to the near side wall. They send a stretch pass, comes across, is not going to have enough for icing. Wheeler gets there, picks it up, turns and sends it. That doesn't connect. That one is going to be icing. We get a whistle face-off in the Rampage zone. 12:25 left in the first. On the ice, Wheeler, Bisley, Drexel, Whittingham, Whitted. Tied up on the draw. Puck comes up. The Coyotes at the point. They're going to turn and dump it. Now it comes up and out. Drexel cross, doesn't connect. Coyotes pick it up. They turn it back the other way. They're going to skate to the near side. Poke checked in there, offsides. And we get a whistle. Face off outside the Rampage zone. 12:09 left in the first. Rampage win the draw back into their own zone. Bisley picks it up. He's going to chip it off the boards. Little back and forth at center. Puck up in the air. Whittingham picks it up. He's going to skate with it. Skates to the near wall. Takes the zone. Puck down low in the corner. Coyotes come skating out with it. Send it to the outside. Pass across. Shot taken, goes wide of the net. Whittingham has to pick it up on that far wall. He skates out of the zone with it. Chips it into the zone. He's going to pick it up himself. Whittingham sends it across. Doesn't connect. It's going to bounce to the near side wall. Espirito with the steal. He's going to turn around. Takes the red line. He's going to dump it. Rampage go for a change. Coyotes skating up the near side wall. Through traffic into the Rampage zone. Send the pass across. Shot taken. Merrill gets a body in front of that one. Whittingham's going to chip it up and out of the zone. He goes for a change. Coyotes turn around. They actually came in off sides, but waved off by the linesman standing right in front of me. Espirito with a big hit in the corner, and we've got a player down. .50 left in the first. We got a player down for the Coyotes. And it appears that we just sent Espirito off the ice. That wasn't an ejectable offense. I don't know why we're tossing the kid. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the case here. They gave him a major for that hit, which is not the right call. That was not a hit that gets a major. They were punishing results on that one more than what happened. So we should be 4-on-4 in R, and then it'll be followed by 3 minutes of Rampage penalty kill. So out on the ice, we've got Rahojian, Wheeler, Wilton, and Bisley. Puck ends up way back in the Coyote zone. Coyotes are going to skate to the near side. Across and through, it doesn't connect. Bisley sends it up the near wall. Wilton chips it up the near wall. Coyotes skate down the near side into the corner. Puck comes up and out. Chipped and cleared by the Rampage. Coyotes are going to come back into their own zone for it. They turn off the near side wall. They're going to skate it into the Rampage zone. Coyotes send it up to the point on the far side. Shot from up top, deflects, and I think Stahl got a piece of it, goes wide. Puck comes out. Rahojian's going to turn, sends it off the boards. That's going to go the distance. That'll be icing. Face-off back in the Rampage zone. 9:45 left in the period and 55 seconds left. A 4-on-4 time followed by a 3-minute penalty kill. On the ice, we've got Merrill, Huff, McManus, and Roberts. Rampage win the draw. Merrill turns with it in the corner. Turns again, feeds it over to the far side. Roberts pulls it off the wall, turns with it, sends it back off the boards over towards Merrill. Merrill's got a player on, turns, makes a move. He's going to send it over to Roberts. Roberts gets tripped by the referee. Has to come up, try to wrangle the puck back in. Sends it across. Coyotes pick it up. They're going to feed it up to the blue line, back down the near side wall. Pass across. Coyotes up high. They're going to dump it. It's in the corner. They turn, fire it off the wall. Bounces up off the wall. Coyotes make a move, take a shot, goes wide of the net. Coyotes send it up to the point. Back down again. Deflects up and over, ends up in the far corner. Coyotes back at 5. And a shot from the blue line is going to go in. And because it's a major, the Rampage are going to stay on the penalty kill for another 2:52. .842 left in the first. On the ice, Drexel, Wheeler, Whitted, Bender. Tied up on the draw. Coyotes come up with it, send it to the far side. Little back and forth. Coyotes in the Rampage zone. Puck's on the near side wall. Goes down low. Bender sends it to the near side. Tied up in the corner. Player holding Blaze Wheeler's stick. Puck comes up to the point. Across to the far side. Back up. Over to the far side. Body's in front. Drexel's going to pick it up. He skates with it. We got 2-on-1 coming the other way, shorthanded. Drexel feeds it over to Whitted. Whitted makes a move. Boone Whitted with a shorthanded goal. Tying it up. 1-1 on the shorthanded goal. Breakaway by Carter Drexel. Whitted in trail, gets it over to him. We get a shorty. Still 2 minutes and 11 seconds left of penalty kill time. And that one gets a plus, right? Because that one gets a plus for us, right? Because it's shorthanded? Yeah. Yep. All right, on the ice we've got Foster, Whittingham, Huff, and Bisley. Coyotes into the zone. Stahl holds it up behind the net. Bisley tries to fire around the wall. It bounces off the wall funny and comes out. That actually shouldn't be icing, but I think they're going to blow the whistle for it. I think nobody was able to play it because of the weird bounce off the wall. Maybe it should have been icing. I don't know. Same crew out as before. Face off in the Rampage zone. 7:44 left in the first. 1:54 on the penalty kill. Rampage just send the puck up and out off the draw. Way back in the Coyote zone. Coyotes turn around, steal, and Coyotes have it back. They're in their own zone. They drop it down low. They're back behind their net. Coyotes make a move to the outside. Send it back. They're going to skate through neutral. Make a move to the outside. Coyotes take it back behind the net. Coyotes hold up in the corner. They send it up to the point. Cross to the near side. Shot taken. Doesn't get much on it. Whittingham's going to take it away. Skates it out. Turns, dumps it. It goes off a linesman. Man, the guys in stripes have been in the way a lot today. Coyotes pick it up in their own zone. They're going to send it up and out. Whitted turns it back around the other way. Little back and forth. Whitted with a poke check. He's back into the Coyote zone. It's going to send it across to the near side. Coyotes pick it up. Coyotes skate back in their own zone with it. They're into the Rampage zone. Coyotes down low in the corner. Bisley's going to take it away. He picks it up, sends it up the boards, and it comes out. Coyotes have to tag up. Whitted with a poke check is going to send it all the way back into the Coyote zone. The Coyotes goalie fires it up and out to neutral, and we have a hand pass, so we get a stoppage. .22 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Rampage boys. On the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Merrill, and Wheeler. Coyotes win it back into their own zone. They're behind their net with it. Feed it up to the near side wall. Poke check's going to keep it in the zone, and Coyotes come back the other way. Coyotes take it into the corner, feed it up the near side wall. Rampage back at full strength. Shot taken, Stahl with a save. He's going to hang on. We'll have a face-off in the Rampage zone. Rampage are back at 5. 5:45 left in the first. I know I can't see that dot very well. I apologize, folks. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Rohosian, Merrill, and Wheeler. Rampage, I would have said Rampage win the draw. Gets tied up, ends up in the corner. Coyotes are going to get there. Tied up down low with Ian Merrill. And he's got Rohosian. Kicks it out to center. Puck goes towards the goaltender. Save bounces way up in the air. Has to get knocked down, and now it's going to end up on the near side wall. Rohosian turns, fires up the wall. Wheeler tries to get there, but he's on the ice at the moment. Feeds it over to the near side. Wheeler picks it up. He feeds it up the wall to Rohosian. Rohosian makes a move to middle. He's into the Coyote zone. Sends it into the far corner. Rohosian sends it across. Coyotes with the steal. They're coming back the other way. They drop it, and that's off. That was offsides. Puck gets stuck down in the corner. Coyotes send it down low. Centering pass attempt. Shot goes wide. Ends up on the far wall. Comes up to the point. Coyotes send it across. Shot taken. Stahl with a save. Bounces out front. Rohosian turns. He's going to clear it and go for a change. Coyotes recollect in their own zone. Send it across to the near side. Deflected into the zone. Huff sends it up the boards. Coyotes hold it in the zone. Tied up on the wall. It's a battle for the puck. And it looks like it's down low behind the net. Bitter sends it up the wall. Coyotes hold the blue line. Shot taken. Stahl with the save. Comes to the near side. Coyotes send it up the near side wall. Roberts picks it up. He's going to skate with it. Has some trouble. Ends up into the zone. It comes out and goes back in. Rampage are offside. 3:36 left in the first period. Out on the ice, Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Bisley, and Wheeler. Don't explain the rules to him. You got to kick him out of the face-off. Rampage win the draw back to Wheeler. Wheeler fires from the red line, takes out the referee. Over to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone, gets chipped up. Drexel recollected. Puck is loose out front, and there's a lot of chaos in front of the net. 3:20 left in the first period. Face-off in the Coyote zone. And the goaltender just pulled the puck out of the net, which means that was a goal, my friends. They didn't see it. They probably already blew the whistle. I don't know. I'd just like it if our kids could catch a break. All right. Rampage wins the face-off. They're going to send it back down low into the corner. Coyotes have it behind their net. They skate to the near side, send it up the wall and out, and it bounces past. Coyotes in the zone with it, send it across the far side, back again, doesn't connect. Puck's down low, comes up to Drexel. Drexel turns with it. He sends it across the far side to Wheeler. Wheeler into the zone, sends it down the boards. Face-off in the Coyote zone. The goalie covers it up. We'll get a face-off. 2:46 left in the first. On the ice, Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Back to Huff. At the point, makes a move. Huff feeds it down low into the corner. Whitted kicks it out towards Whittingham. Puck is in the corner. Looks like Coyotes have it up. They're out of the zone. Send it across the near side. Into the Rampage zone with it. Down low. Drexel gets tied up. Whittingham's going to pick it up out of the pile. Skates it to the far side. Whittingham to Whitted. Whitted across to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone. Back towards Whittingham. Whittingham picks it up in the corner. Looks like the Coyotes have it now. Comes up and just out. Goes off of Merrill. Now into the Rampage zone. Puck comes down low. It's behind the net. Two minutes exactly left in the first period. It looks like I think we're sending a player from each team to the box after a little bit of a scuffle. 2 minutes exactly left in the first, and we'll remain 5-on-5 with offsetting penalties. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Bender, Rahosian, Sarver, Wilton. Tied up on the draw, comes up to the point. Coyotes send it across to the far side, doesn't quite come out. Shot on goal, Stahl with a save. Up to the point, back down on the near side. Rahosian sends it off the wall. Wheeler picks it up. He's going to skate with it, chips it up and past. It's into the Coyote zone. Puck down low. Mixing it up in the corner. And now it's on the near side wall. I can't see it. Okay, Coyotes come skating out. They take the red line. They're going to dump it in. Bender gets there. He sends it up the near side wall. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Coyotes drop it back. Wheeler chips it off the boards, and he's going to send it in. Puck behind the Coyotes net. They pick it up on the far side. Send it up the far side wall. Comes through. Rahosian picks it up. He turns. Makes a quick move. Sends it across the other side. Merrill has to get there. Merrill down low. Goes off the side of the net. Point blank shot. Stahl with a nice save. Puck low behind the Rampage net. Shot attempt. Doesn't get anything on it. Puck's going to end up on the far wall. Merrill chips it up the wall. Little back and forth. Now it's down low in the corner. Bisley and Wilton tying it up. Coyotes skated out to the near side. They send it up to the point. Shot goes through and just wide. Bisley tying it up down low in the corner. Wilton's there too. Bisley up to Roberts. Roberts chips it up off the boards. And that one, if it's got enough, no, they wave it off. They let it continue. And with that, time expires on period number 1. So your score after 1 is 1-1. Coyotes striking first. Rampage answering with a quick shorthanded goal. I'm going to go on mute for a second, try to rest my voice a little bit. Rampage win the draw. A little back and forth at center, and now Drexel's going to dump it. Puck bounces over to the near side. Coyotes send it up, bounces off a body. Coyotes knock it down on the air. They come through. They're into the Rampage zone, and I think we have a hand pass. Maybe they said high stick. I couldn't see what happened, but then we got a stoppage for normal play. 16:39 left in period number 2. Going to get a quick change of folks. We've got Sarver, Wilton, Rahosian, Wheeler, and Bisley. Coyotes win the draw. They send it across to the near side. Up and out of the zone. Across to the far side. Coyotes turn, send it off the wall, comes over to Wheeler. Wheeler in his own zone makes a move to the outside wall, chips it off the wall, out. Coyotes send it back in. Bisley has it behind his net, drops it. The Coyotes player gets there. It's in the corner where I can't see. Puck goes behind the net, ends up on the far side. Coyotes send it up to neutral, and now we have a steal. Wilton's skating with it, takes the red line, sends it off a stick and into the zone. Puck takes a weird bounce out to center. Coyotes player is there to pick it up. They're skating through. Quick shot, Stahl with a save. Very pretty glove save accompanied with the kick in the leg out. Somebody get a picture. I love it. 15:49 left in period number 2. On the ice, we've got Roberts, McManus, Foster, Bender, and Huff. Puck goes to the far wall. It's tied up on the wall. Bender picks it up. He chips it up in the air, sends it out to neutral. On the near side, battle for the puck up against the walls. Roberts is going to send it in. Puck up back to the near side wall. Coyotes with it. Cross to the far side now and back again, and we have a penalty, I think. $15:23 left in the second. Looks like they're going to send one of each. And we'll stay 5-on-5 with offsetting penalties. Must have happened a little behind the play. I didn't see it. Out on the ice, Roberts, McManus, King, Huff, and I can't see who was on the far side. Bender, I think. Coyotes win the draw. Cross ice to the near side. They're going to dump it behind the Rampage net. Puck to the near side wall. Up, and Roberts is going to send it out. McManus chips it up, and now King chips it into the zone. Coyotes with it down deep. They send it up and out, and that's going to be icing. We get a whistle, face off in the Coyote zone. 14:57 left in period number 2. On the ice, Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Merrill, and Bisley. Tied up. It's anybody's puck. Whitted has it down low. Centering pass attempt. It's out front. Merrill takes a shot, deflects way up into the netting and out of play. We'll get a face-off in the Coyote zone. Looks like the face-off will be on the far side. Rampage win the draw. It's tied up in a pile. Gets poked out to the wall. And now it comes out of the zone. Whitted sends it over to Bisley. Bisley skates the near side. He's going to chip it in. Puck around to the far wall. Drexel pinching in. Skates it down low. Makes a move to the outside. Centering pass attempt. Whitted turns, fires wide of the net. Comes across. Bisley chips it back in. Puck goes around to the far side. Drexel pokes it back in. Whitted centers it. Coyotes pick it up. They're going to skate it out. Bisley turns it back around, and now it's into the Rampage zone. Wheeler picks it up, sends it up and out of the zone. Coyotes send it over to the far side. Drexel gets there. He chips it off the wall. Tied up down low. Bisley gets there and turns and fires it into the Coyote zone. Coyotes fire up and out of the zone. They're going to skate it out and send it to the far side. Comes back, Wheeler picks it up. He's going to turn with it, sends it off the boards. Coyotes turn skate with it, keep it in the zone, but lose the handle. And now the puck chips up and out. Coyotes reverse direction against the near side wall. They send it into the zone. Bisley turns, fires, goes off a body and drops, and now Wilton's going to fire it into the Coyote zone. Coyotes goaltender holds it up behind the net. Coyotes turn and send it up, and now they're going to clear it. Cross to the near side. They're into the Rampage zone. Centering pass is going to go through and across. Little chip back and forth, and Stahl is going to just catch it. He's going to hang on. 12:42 left in the second period. The offsetting penalties are out of the box, and we will have a face-off in the Coyotes, in the Rampage zone. On the ice, we've got Wilton, Rahosian, Merrill, Sarver, Bender. Nope, sorry, we're going to change a couple of forwards out. So we're going to have Foster, Roberts, McManus, Bender, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw. Merrill sends it around to the near side. Roberts, I think, gets tied up on the wall. Puck goes to the far side point. Shot attempt fanned on, and we've got a penalty for what? For a slash, apparently, to Armani Foster. I don't know. It was across the ice. Maybe I didn't see it, but it didn't look like that to me. But with 12:29 left in period number 2, Rampage is going to be on the penalty kill. On the ice to start the PK, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Bender, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw. Send it up. It bounces past. Drexel's going to get there. He's got a man on. Makes a move to the inside. Drexel takes a shot, goes just wide. Coyotes pick it up down low into the corner. Whitted tries to hold it in the corner momentarily. Coyotes send it over to the near side and back again. Try to set up behind their net. Coyotes come skating out from behind their net. They skate to the far side. They're into the Rampage zone. Up to the point. Coyotes across to the far side. Back again. And a steal by the Rampage is now going to clear the zone. Drexel turns and dumps it. Coyotes pick it up in their own zone. Fan on the pass. Rampage getting a change. Coyotes send it across to the far side. And I think that was Bisley turned and fired it out of the zone. Sarver tags up, tries to chase it in. Coyotes are going to send it around on the near side board. They have to hold it up. Sarver and Whittingham playing pressure on the forecheck, keeping the Coyotes in their own zone. Coyotes send it to the near side wall. Poke check it across. Quick poke, and now Johnny Sarver's going to send it to the far wall. Sends it up. Coyotes pull it out of the air, send it across off the near side boards. They chip it off the boards. Wheeler picks it up, sends it across. Bisley turns, fires, clears it. I think they're going to get an icing whistle. That was on the verge. I don't know what I think about that one. 27 seconds left on the penalty kill. Face off in the Rampage zone. 10:55 in the period. It was a good little PK shift there by Sarver and Whittingham, keeping the pressure on, keeping the Coyotes in their zone. On the ice, we've got Roberts, Wilton, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Bisley turns, fires off the boards, comes up to the point, and a little poke check, and now Wilton's going to skate out of the zone with it. Takes the red line, sends it across, it goes off, and Rampage gets a poke check and held up, and Rampage are offside. 15 seconds left on the penalty, 10:43 in the period. Same crew out as before. Roberts, Wilton, Bisley, and Wheeler tied up on the draw, and Roberts is going to send it into the Coyotes zone. Coyotes tip it off the boards. Comes back to Wheeler. Wheeler holding in his zone, makes a move to the inside. Puck comes out. It's going to go to the far side wall. Rampage back at full strength. Quick shot. Stahl with a save. Bouncing puck up front. Wheeler gets it, sends it up to Roberts. Roberts makes a move to the inside. Takes an awkward hit. Now Coyotes dump it into the zone. Shot taken. Puck bounces around, comes out. Rahosian picks it up. He's going to skate with it. He's into the zone, feeds it over to Roberts. Roberts takes a shot, goes up and over the net. Coyotes send it across to the near side, takes the red line and dumps it. Puck down low. Huff and Whittingham tie it up, and now puck to the far side. Whittingham, can't clear it. Stuck on the boards, and Rahosian tries to clear, unable to do so. Puck rolls around to the near side. Puck comes out to center. Bender sends it up. A little back and forth, and Roberts is going to clear. Bounces to the far side. Coyotes dump it in, and they're offside. 9:01 left in period number 2. Should be getting pretty close to an ice cut. On the ice, Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Huff, and Bender. Tied up. Coyotes are going to win the draw. They send it back into their own zone. Cross to the far side. Up. Poke check by Whitted's going to bounce it to the near side. turn, sent off the wall, into the Rampage zone with it. They dump it. Huff gets there. He sends it up the wall, takes a bounce, it comes out of the zone. Coyotes pick it up. Quick steal by Whitted. He's back into the zone with it. Coyotes now chip it up out of the zone. They send it up. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Drexel picks it up. He's going to feed it up towards Whittingham. Gets caught in the snow. Drexel turns, fires. Coyotes pick it up. They're coming back the other way. Shot goes wide of the net, ends up in the near side corner. Whittingham has it down low behind his net. Skates out with it. He's going to make a move to the near side. Sends it to Whitted. Whitted across ice to Drexel. Drexel knocks it down. He's into the zone with it. Puts it just wide of the net. Whitted holds it at the wall, tied up with a couple of Coyotes players. Whittingham's in there as well. Drexel pulls it out of the pile, skates off the wall, makes a move, tries to take a shot, fans on the shot. Puck over to Merrill. Merrill up to Drexel. Drexel takes a shot from the point. Goaltender makes a save. Puck in the far corner. Coyotes skating out of the zone with it. They take the red line and drop the pass. Poke check sends it back out. Coyotes have to regroup. They chip it in. It's going to go on net, and Stahl's just going to cover it up. So we get a stoppage. 7:22 left in the second period. We're going to go to the ice cut. Score is currently tied 1-1. I'm going to go on mute, rest my voice for a little bit. When we come back, the face-off will be in the Rampage zone. All right, folks, welcome back. We'll get started in just a second. We got to get nets back in place and doors closed. And as we get started for the second half of this second period, there's 7 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. The faceoff will be in the Rampage zone. Everybody at home say a prayer that I can keep my voice for the rest of this game because it's going fast. All right, boys are coming out on the ice. You know, the whole rest of this weekend, they haven't allowed a warm-up period after the ice cut. And apparently today, they are. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Bisley, Wheeler, and Drexel. Coyotes win the draw up to the point. Send it down the near side wall. It's rimmed around to the far side, and it's going to come up and out of the zone. Coyotes come back for it in their own zone. Send it off the boards on the near side. Drexel's going to take it into the zone. At the point, he's going to chip it in on the wall. Whittingham's going to poke it out front. Now Coyotes are going to send it out of the zone. The poke check's going to turn it around, and Rampage send it in on our offside. 6:50 left in period number 2. Faceoff will be outside the Coyotes zone. Oh, they're going to take it down to the center ice. On the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Rohosian, Bender, and Merrill. Ref didn't like something that he saw, so we're going to do it again. Coyotes win the draw. They turn, they dump it into the Rampage zone. Wraparound attempts, stall with a save, and then the puck comes up front, still in the Rampage zone. Coyotes send it across to the near side. Puck out front. It's going to end up in the far corner. Rohosian centers it. Coyotes turn it around, goes off a Wilton skate, and comes out of the zone. And Rampage are offside. On the ice, McManus, Foster, Roberts, Huff, and Wheeler. Tied up on the draw. Roberts pokes it across, and Coyotes pick it up. They dump it into the zone. Huff has to go back behind his net for it. Sends it to the far corner. Change of direction. And Wheeler picks it up. He sends it up the near side boards. Roberts chips it up and out of the zone. Gets pinned up right in front of me on the wall. Coyotes pull it off the wall. Now back in the Rampage zone, Huff over to Wheeler. Wheeler skates to the far side, sends it off the wall towards McManus, and then Roberts is going to send it in. Puck comes up the wall. Coyotes pick it up. They send it across to the near side. Move to the inside. Coyotes try to take a shot and fan on the... They fanned on the initial shot and then centered a backdoor pass. And with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second, Coyotes go up 2-1. On the ice, Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Merrill, and Bisley. Coyotes win the draw, chip it off the boards, a little back and forth. Whitted knocks it down out of the air. It's caught up on the boards, and now Whittingham chases it down low. He's got it in the far corner. He's got a player on. Penalty coming to Coyotes. Drexel center attempt, it bounces off a stick, comes way up in the air, and Coyotes are going to tag up. So with 5:02 left in the second, there's too much chaos. I didn't see. It looks like we've got a tripping penalty coming to the Coyotes. Rampage will be on the power play. 5:02 left in the second. On the ice, Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Bisley, Wheeler. Rampage win the draw. Sarver dumps it down the boards. It goes around to the far side. Coyotes send it up the boards on the far side, clear the zone. Wheeler picks it up, cross to Bisley. Bisley over to Drexel. Drexel turns with it. He's going to skate till center, send it across to Wheeler. Coyotes send it back, and now Drexel's going to dump it. The goaltender holds it up behind the net. Coyotes send it up the boards, and they're going to clear the zone with it. That should be icing, and is. So with 4:31 left in the period and 1:29 on the power play, face-off will be in the Coyotes zone. Wheeler, Bisley, Sarver, Whitted, Drexel. I think it's the same crew as before. Tied up on the draw. Coyotes send it around the boards to the near side. They're going to clear the zone with it. Wheeler's in a foot race. He gets back there. He wrangles it in, makes a move, sends it across. Drexel across and bounces. Sarver has to pull it back down. He's going to dump it into the zone. Goaltender holds it up. Coyotes skating it out of the zone. Drexel drops it, sends it to the far side. Wheeler picks it up on the far wall, and apparently we have a penalty coming to the Rampage. I don't know to who. Looks like it's coming to Bisley. 3:51 left in the period, so we'll have 49 seconds of 4-on-4 time. To get started with this 4-on-4, we've got Wilton, Whittingham, Bender, and Merrill. Coyotes win the draw up to the point, send it across to the near side. The shot taken, and Whittingham with a nice, lays out his body, get in front of that shot. Puck up to the near side point. Centering pass goes through, doesn't get touched. Coyotes back in their own zone with it. Whittingham pulls it off the wall, turns, fires, goaltender with a save. Across to the far side, Coyotes into the zone. Dump it in from the point. Bender collects it, sends it across to Merrill. Merrill cross ice, goes off of a skate and bounces back towards Stahl, who's just going to cover it up. 2 seconds left of 4-on-4 time. And then we'll have a 1 minute and 12-second penalty kill. On the ice to get this 4-on-4 started, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Huff, and Wheeler. Tied up on the draw. Coyotes are back at 5. Rampage on the penalty kill. Drexel with a poke check is going to keep it on the wall, sends it up to the point, but can't clear. Coyotes dump it behind the net. Coyotes send it up the far side wall, up to the point. Back to the wall, cross ice to the near side. Down low into the corner. Crossing around. Puck up to the point, unable to clear. Bounces up and to the near side. Coyotes turn, take a shot, deflects up into the netting and out of play. 32 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Rampage. We'll get a couple of fresh skaters out. Looks like we've got Bender and Merrill to join Whitted and Drexel. Tied up. Rampage are going to win it back into the corner. Comes up the near side wall. Coyotes hold it. Puck comes out front. Stahl's going to cover it up. Now we'll get a change of the forwards. Looks like we got Sarver and Wilton to come out and join Merrill and is it Bender? I think I can't see down in the corner there. 22 seconds left on the penalty kill. Rampage come up with it. Wilton skates it up and out. He gets tripped, and we got a penalty coming to the Coyotes. So with 2:07 left in the period, we'll be 4-on-4 for 17 seconds, followed by a minute and 43 of Rampage power play time. The first 17 seconds of 4-on-4. On the ice, we've got Merrill, Wheeler, Sarver, We've got Whitted, Sarver, Drexel, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw. Wheeler across to Drexel. Drexel to Wheeler. Wheeler takes it up the boards. Centering pass comes up to Sarver on the near wall. Across the far side to Drexel. Drexel shot. Hits a body, I think, and goes in the corner. Drexel and Whitted down low. Coyotes send it up and not out. Rampage back at full strength. Bisley holds the blue line. Rampage on a power play. Drexel in the corner, sends it up to Sarver. Sarver to Wheeler, Wheeler over to Sarver. Down to Drexel. Centering pass. Puck comes up front. Shot goes off bodies, doesn't make it through. Sarver recollects. Sauces over to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot. Goes high and wide. Ends up in the far boards. Bisley dumps it down the wall. Whitted tries to scoop it, just can't wrangle it in. And now the Coyotes clear it, and that's icing. 59 seconds left on the penalty kill. On the ice, we've got Whittingham, Roberts, Wilton, Merrill, and Rahosian. Coyotes clear it up and out. Merrill gets interfered with by the referee again, and the Coyotes are able to get there first. Rampage send it up and out of the zone. Coyotes recollect. Send it cross ice. They're going to poke it in the Rampage zone. Roberts goes back for it. He's in his zone behind the net. Comes skating out, takes the far side, turns, looks, sends it over. Rahosian picks it up. He's going to skate the other way. Rahosian skating through, takes a red line. He's going to chip it in. Puck bounces out right in front of the goaltender. Bounces off the wall. Huff pinches in and keeps it in the zone. It bounces up and now out. Roberts has to recollect. And Coyotes with a breakaway in the end of the zone. Stahl with a save. Puck comes up but not out. Coyotes back at full strength, 5-on-5. Huff sends it up the wall, comes to the point, and time expires on period number 2. So your score after 2 is 2-1 in favor of the junior Coyotes. Sorry, folks. I'm really, really terrible this weekend with updating the periods if you're watching on the app. Actually, now we're moving into the third period. There we go. All right, folks. As we get ready to start period number 3, we've got Drexel, Whittingham, Whitted, Wheeler, Bisley. Rampage down by 1. Rampage win the draw. Bisley over to Wheeler. Wheeler pokes it up and out of the zone. Coyotes send it across to the near side off the wall. We have a penalty coming. To the Coyotes, I guess. I didn't see it. It was behind the play, but 16:49 left in the period. Rampage will be on the power play. Let's see if we can make something happen with this one. On the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Wheeler, and Bisley. Didn't like something on the face-off, so comes up to Wheeler at the point. Wheeler sauces it across to Bisley. Bisley to Drexel. Drexel makes a move on the wall, sends it up towards, it gets poked up and out, and now Coyotes are going to send it across to the near side. Wheeler has to come back to pick it up. Wheeler across to Bisley. Bisley up to Drexel. Drexel skates through. He's into the zone. Drexel holds up in the corner. Up to Sarver. Sarver over to Bisley. Back to Sarver. Sarver down to Drexel. Oh, across to Bisley and just doesn't connect. It's going to come all the way back. Stahl plays it up towards Wheeler, who's waiting. He skates into the zone trying to catch on a change. Ends up holding up at the point. And the Coyotes are playing with 5 players, so they have a too many men on the ice play penalty. 1:11 left on the penalty, and now Rampage will be up 5-3. So to start this 5-on-3 for the next minute and 11, we've got Wheeler, Whitted, Bisley, Drexel, and Sarver. Rampage come out of the pile. Drexel tries to backhand shot. Goaltender makes a nice save. Bisley's got it at the point, down to Drexel. Up to Bisley, and it misses the pass. The puck's going to come all the way back. Stahl sends it up to Wheeler. Wheeler recollecting. He's going to drop it for Bisley. Bisley over to Sarver. Sarver's in the zone. Drops it for Bisley at the point. Bisley over to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Bisley. Shot taken from the point. Deflects wide of the net. Comes up to Wheeler. Wheeler down low. Sarver's with it. Sarver up to Wheeler. Shot goes in. Goalie makes a save, bounces up in the air. Bisley's going to pick it up at the point, feed it back down to Drexel. Centering pass to Whitted. Whitted over to Sarver. Sarver with the shot. Goaltender with the save. And he knocks the net off, so we get a stoppage. Sarver had recollected the puck. 19 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 15:07 in the game. Same as before. Bisley, Wheeler, Whitted, Sarver, and Drexel. Tied on the draw. Coyotes pull it out of the pile, send it around to the far boards. Bisley keeps it in the zone, down to Drexel. Drexel to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, deflects off. Drexel wrangles it back in, feeds it up the wall to Bisley. Coyotes have 4. Rampage still on the power play. Drexel over to Wheeler. Wheeler skates to the corner. He's going to skate down low on the wall, centering over to Drexel. Shot taken. Goaltender makes a save. 30 seconds left of power play time for the Rampage. 5-on-4. On the ice, Whittingham, Roberts, Wilton, Rahosian, Merrill. Whittingham, down below the net, skates to the near side. Up to the point. Rahosian across to Merrill. Merrill to Whittingham. Skates to center, takes a shot, goes off the... Rahosian with the shot goes wide of the net. Up to Wilton on the wall. Wilton over to Whittingham. Comes out. No, doesn't come out of the zone. Keeps it in. Coyotes back at full strength. Puck comes up and out. Rahosian has to come back for it. He sends it up. Deflected off of Whittingham into the zone, but the Coyotes turn it back out again. Puck back in the Rampage zone. Rahosian across to Merrill. Merrill up to Roberts. Sorry, the puck is in the zone now. It's down low on the near side wall. Puck comes up, gets held up at neutral ice. Little back and forth on the wall. Coyotes are in the zone with it now. Tied up on the wall, and Rahosian picks it up down deep. He's going to send it across to Huff, back to Wilton. Wilton skates through, sends it over. Rampage are offside. We're going to take the face off to center ice. 13 minutes exactly left in the game. Rampage still down by 1. On the ice, we've got King, Foster, McManus, Huff, and Bender. Tied up on the draw. Puck is loose. Comes back to Bender. Bender sends it over to Foster, turns and fires it into the zone on net. Play will continue. Puck comes up the wall. Huff sends it in from the point. Coyotes turn around, send it out. That doesn't connect. That should be icing. Face off in the Coyote zone. 12:36 left in the game. Puck comes out on the near side wall. Out and across the ice to the far side. Coyotes are going to pick it up. They skate through. They're into the Rampage zone. Drop it to the point. Puck comes up and out, and McManus gets there. He's into the Coyote zone, 1-on-2. Takes a shot, goes up and over. Puck's out of the zone, I believe, and now through into the Rampage zone. And the Coyotes from the side, a weird angle shot. Sneak it in low on the near side post. 12 minutes left in the game. Coyotes go up 3-1. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whittingham, Whitted, Bisley, and Wheeler. Coyotes win the draw into their own zone. Back to the far side. Goes out to Wheeler. Wheeler chips it off the boards. A little back and forth at neutral. Whittingham gets tripped. Puck comes across to the near side. Puck tied up on the wall. All kinds of chaos. Drexel knocks it off the wall, skates it out of the zone. He's going to take the red line, chip it in, and give chase. Tied up on the far side wall. Coyotes are going to skate it out of the zone now. Into the Rampage zone. Make a move to center. Coyotes send a shot wide of the net. Shot bounces way up in the air. It's going to end up in the near corner. Puck low behind the net. To the far side. Whitted gets it out of the zone. Gets hooked to high hell. Honestly, we do have a penalty coming to the Coyotes. All right. 10:53 left in the game. Rampage will be on the power play. On the ice, we've got Wilton, Roberts, Merrill, Rahosian, and Whittingham. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill at the point. Merrill down to Whittingham. Whittingham makes a move, sends it into the corner. Wilton picks it up down low. He's in the far corner. Up to Whittingham at the point. Down to Wilton. Coyotes pick it up. They're going to send it out of the zone. Merrill has to recollect. Rampage tag up. Poke check sends it back into the Rampage zone. Rahosian has to come back in his zone for it. Rahosian skates to the far side. He's going to skate through, makes a move to the far wall. He's in the Coyote zone. Drops it for Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, goes wide of the net, comes all the way out of the zone. Rahosian has to come back for it. Sauces it over for Roberts. Rahosian gets checked outside of the puck into his own net, and we do have another penalty coming to the Coyotes. So with 9:56 left in the game, we're going to have 1:04 of 5-on-3 time. See if we can do something with it this time around. Happened well behind the play. Cross-checked a player into his own net. All I'm saying is we've had a player be tossed for that already once this game, for actually much, much less this game. We're getting some of the calls, but they're not nearly as severe as they ought to be. I don't know what the Coyotes coach could possibly be talking to the refs about right now. That couldn't have been more obvious. .956 left in the game. We'll have 1:04 of 5-on-3 time. Let's see if the boys can do something with this one. We really need a couple of goals here. We've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Wheeler, and Bisley out on the ice. Comes up to Bisley at the point. Bisley over to Wheeler. Wheeler up to Bisley. Shot taken. Bodies in front. And now Coyotes are going to clear into their own bench. We'll get a face-off in the Coyotes zone. 49 seconds left of 5-on-3. Rampage win the draw, back to Bisley, over to Wheeler. Wheeler skates the blue line. Holding up on the near side wall. Oh, sorry, down to Sarver, back up to Wheeler. Cross ice to Drexel in the far corner. Drexel up to Bisley. Bisley down to Drexel. Drexel over to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot. That one's going to go in. Traffic in front, Blaze Wheeler. Actually, I think Whitted's going to get credit for that one. Maybe we got a redirect on it. I don't know. Nice shot by Blaze. On the power play goal. 9:17 left in the game. Rampage have 121 still on the power play, 5-on-4. Lead cut to 1. We got Wilton, Roberts, Whittingham, Rahosian, and Merrill on the ice. Coyotes win the draw. They send it back in the Rampage zone. Stahl holds it up for Rahosian. Rahosian makes a move out. Feeds it over to Roberts. Roberts takes the outside wall. Feeds it up to Whittingham. Back down to Roberts. Tied up in the corner. Wilton's in there helping out. Puck's tied up down low. It's on the wall. Whittingham sends it behind the net. Roberts picks it up. Feeds it up, and it gets poked out. Merrill has to recollect in his zone. Sends it up to Wilton, goes off a stick, and now Coyotes come back the other way. Rahosian skates back into his own zone with it. He turns with it. He's going to skate through. Rahosian takes the outside, takes a shot, goes wide of the net. It's going to end up on the far wall. Whittingham chips it up and off the wall, played with the high stick. Play continues. Wilton sends cross ice over to Rahosian. Rahosian back to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot. Nick Wilton takes a shot, and I think goalie got a piece of that one. Coyotes send it crossing out, and they're back at full strength. Coyotes dump it down low. Puck out to Rahosian. Sends it around the boards to the far side. Whittingham picks it up. He's going to skate through. Puck comes out and across, and Drexel gets a stick on it, keeps it in the zone for a second. Now it gets sent up and out to the far side. Huff has to come back for it. He makes a move to the outside wall, sauces it up towards Drexel, goes off the stick. Coyotes send it back, and now Drexel takes it into the zone. It's on the near wall. Tied up, down low, comes out and back in again, and Rampage are offside. 7:06 left in the game. Rampage down by 1. Everybody's back at full strength right now. We've got Foster, McManus, King, Bender, and Huff. Couldn't see through the referee. Rampage win the draw, gets poke checked back in the Rampage zone. Huff lays out and keeps the puck to the side of the net. Shot from up top. Stahl has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. We'll get a face-off in the Rampage zone. .6:54 left in the game. We've got Wilton, Sarver, Rahosian, Huff, and Bender on the ice. The net was off. Zach Stahl goes to fix it. Coyotes win the draw. A poke check, and Sarver is going to take it away. He's got a little bit of speed, makes a move. Sarver holds up in the near wall, centering pass attempt. I think skates in the way of that one. Bender sends it off the far wall. It's into the zone. Wilton takes a check well after the puck had gone by. Comes up, now it's going to come out. Gets poked back in, and Rampage are offside. 6:23 left in the game. Rampage down by 1 on the ice. Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Merrill, and Bisley. Coyotes win the draw back into their zone. They're going to turn with it, send it across to the far side, back again. Cross ice. Merrill's got a body on, chips it up the boards. Whitted clears the zone with it. Coyotes recollect in the neutral zone. Skate back into their own zone with it. Puck comes out. Lots of bouncing. Whittingham pulls it out of the air, sends it into the zone. Whitted centering pass attempt, nobody home. Coyotes pick it up. They're going to send it to the far wall. Back into the Rampage zone. Shot gets deflected wide of the net, I think. Coyotes skate off the wall, take a shot, goes wide of the net. It's going to end up on the far corner. Body's in front. Bisley picks it up down low. He turns with it, sends it up to Whitted. Whitted turns. He sends it towards the goaltender. Goes just wide. That'll be icing. We get a face-off back in the Rampage zone. On the ice, we've got Wheeler, McManus, Roberts, Huff, and Foster. Deflected up, and now McManus sends it off the boards, comes up and out. Little back and forth. McManus has got it. He's into the zone. Shot taken, goes up and over, ends up on the near wall. McManus picks it up down low, sends it up but not out, and now Coyotes are going to chip it up to neutral. They drop it there offside. We do get a whistle. Face-off will be outside the Rampage zone. .5:02 left in the game. Let's go. Same crew out as before. Coyotes win the draw. Dump it in from the red line. Can't see what's going on. Puck back in the corner on the far side. You've got a linesman standing in the way. On the far boards, looks like McManus is in there. Tied up. Puck comes to a Coyotes player. Puck goes wide of the net, ends up back behind the Rampage net. Comes out to neutral. Roberts picks it up. He turns. He's going to skate with it out of the zone. Roberts takes the red line. He's going to dump it in. Behind the Coyotes net. Coyotes pick it up. They send it to the far side. Comes out to Bender. Sends it over to Bisley. Everybody tags up. Bisley skates through. Sends it to the far wall. Gets hooked and tripped down. Play continues. Coyotes over the near side. Shot taken, deflects up and ends up in the far corner. Tied up down low with Bender and Wilton. Wilton turns with it, sends it across to Foster. Foster's out of the zone with it. Foster feeds it up and into the Coyotes zone. Coyotes send it to the far side wall, comes up and out of the zone. Rahosian collects, drops it back for Bender. Bender turns, sends it off the wall. Coyotes are going to chip it back in. Lost sight of the puck. Comes up. Coyotes have it in the neutral zone. Send it across to the far side. Poke check keeps it on the wall. Now Coyotes send it down low, tied up in the far corner. Coyotes have it behind the Rampage net. Tied up down low. Wilton chips it up the boards. Goes to Sarver. Sarver turns, fires it out of the zone. He sends it back in. Coyotes are offside, and they're going to send it all the way down as an intentional offside. So 2:58 left in the period. We'll get a face-off in the Coyotes zone. See if the Rampage boys can do something with this one. We've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Merrill, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw, back to Wheeler. Wheeler at the point, is going to dump it in. Down low, Whitted picks it up, centering pass attempts, doesn't connect. Coyotes are going to skate it out of the zone. They take the red line and dump it in. Stahl holds it up. Merrill has to get back for it. Coyotes center, they turn and fire wide of the net. Coyotes send it low to high to the point and send it back down low into the corner. Back down, still stuck on that wall down low. Coyotes keeping it in the Rampage zone. It's in the far corner. Coyotes chip it around behind the net. Send it up the near side wall. Back down low. Up to the point, bounces past a player. It's going to come out of the zone. Rampage going for a change. Coyotes try to catch a nap and they don't connect. That'll be icing. So we'll get a face-off back in the Coyotes zone with 1:52 left in the game. Rampage down by 1. Got another face-off in their zone. Let's see if we can make something happen. We've got, looks like Rampage are calling a timeout. We're going to want to see some sustained pressure. And it wouldn't surprise me if we look to see Zach out of the net here shortly once we've established pressure in their zone and add in an extra attacker. Actually, it appears that Zach's going to the bench right now, so I think we'll start with 6 skaters on the ice. All right, let's see who we have out for the 6. Appears we've got Sarver, Whittingham, Drexel, Wheeler, Rahosian, and Whitted. So coach electing to go with 5 forwards and 1 defenseman. Empty net. Whittingham take the net. Tied up on the draw. It's going to come up to Sarver, up to Wheeler. Down to Sarver. Back up to Wheeler. Back to Sarver. Sarver skates in, takes a shot, goes off body, goes up into the netting. I'm sorry, that's Drexel. I can't see the players up against this wall. Sarver was there as well. Deflected up into the netting and out of play. So we get another face-off in the Coyote zone. 1:37 left. Rampage win the draw. Back to Wheeler. Bounces past him, comes out of the zone. Rampage are going to have to tag up. Wheeler back into his own zone, sends it across to Rahosian. Rahosian turns and skates. He turns, he's going to dump it in. Coyotes coming through. They've got an empty net to shoot at. Send a pass across the other side, and Coyotes are going to get an empty net goal to make it 4-2. So with 1:12 left in the game on an empty net goal, the Coyotes solidify for the second goal. Still a minute 12 left. Stranger things have happened. We've got Zach Saul back in net. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, McManus, Bisley, and Wheeler. And McManus is going to turn and dump it. Coyotes have it. Send it up and out of the zone. It bounces past. Stahl comes out to play it. He chips it up and past. Comes up to the point. Roberts turns around, sauces it over to McManus. McManus towards Roberts, or Foster, excuse me. Foster tries to wrangle it in. Puck down low. 49 seconds left. Up to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot off a body. It comes out of the zone. Bisley turns, chips it in. I think the Rampage must have had a player still offside. 41 seconds left. Faceoff will be outside. I'm sorry, it'll be at center. Same as before. Bisley, Wheeler, McManus, Roberts, Foster. Coyotes are going to poke it into the Rampage zone. Stahl sends it, goes off the side of the net. Coyotes pick it up. McManus tying it up down low behind the net. McManus comes out, turns and fires it down. That's going to be icing. 22 seconds left in the game. Face off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Wilton, Huff, Rohosian, Sarver, and Bender. Coyotes win the draw up to the point. Shot goes wide of the net, ends up on the far side. And Huff's going to clear it. It comes up and out. Coyotes chip it into their own bench. And then Sarver takes a cross-check after the play. 12.6 seconds left. On the ice, Rohosian, Wilton, Sarver, Bender, Huff. Same as before. Coyotes win the draw back into their own zone, send it to the far side. Gets chipped up. Bender turns it around, sends it out to Wilton. Wilton skates with it. He's into the zone. Shot taken, goes off of some boots, ends up on the far wall. And time expires. Your score after 3 is 4-2 in favor of the Junior Coyotes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday.